What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. It's a brand new week in the weapon rotation at DrakenFrost Keep, and this week we've got some new hotness. Now, first things first, I think we all knew the dagger was coming. The dagger is indeed here for the Mystic. Secondly, we weren't 100% positive, but there is indeed an axe for the Barbarian, so the Barbarian gets Frostbane the axe and Frostbrand the sword that can use both of those, but there is indeed an axe in the mix, and then as you see, the sword, the Frostbrand, has made its way back into the rotation. Now this week's mod is a little different and it's very interesting. It's actually the Drakenlord's aura, which is pretty cool. The Drakenlord boss's aura. As you see here, it's called Drakenlord's Soul. Gain the aura of the Drakenlord. Aura slows enemies around you by 50%. If the enemies stay within the aura for 5 seconds, they will become frozen and take blah damage after an additional 5 seconds. Now, this means that after 5 seconds they freeze. After 5 more seconds, as the freeze comes off, the earth damage hits in, which is just plain really cool. Now, Trendy, we know you love the Barbarian, but good God, does every single mod have to be perfect for the Barbarian, as this is kind of a no-brainer. You don't have to, it's instant as far as the slow. All you have to do is be near the enemies, and then the freeze, it just seems extremely powerful. Now this is a very nice range around the outside of the Barbarian, and can't really see it as well on your hero. Taking a look at it from another perspective though, you can see it is definitely a really nice range around the barb. Now the axes are all rolling medium, so just like the swords, it appears anyway that they're all rolling medium. As you see, I ran the map 24 times to get a collection of weapons, mainly daggers this time around. However, actually, yeah, mainly daggers, then swords, then axes, but all of the axes I did get are all medium. It's an opportunity for anyone who missed out on the Frostbrand to make sure you hop in and get the ability power or hero health that you were looking for, as it does roll with both. And then for the dagger, now the dagger is rolling in heavy, medium, and light, so you get all 3 weights there if you like to melee with your Mystic. And they are all 4 per second and 5 projectiles, which is kind of nice. You don't have to even think about the secondary. Every single one of them is 4 per second. Now, the moment of truth. We already know all about the barb and how it works. Will the dagger proc frost damage from the right click on the Mystic, which I am a little concerned with. And no, we have no light blue numbers, so we get no frost damage on another alternate fire. So the monk doesn't have it, the Mystic doesn't have it. Who else doesn't have it? The Abyss Lord, it's not working on. So the frost damage is not working with all the attacks. For me, that is quite the bummer on the Mystic. I do like to play the Mystic kind of mid-range, and I mean, for this particular weapon to be effective on the Mystic, you're just going to have to get up close and melee, which is not the preferred playstyle of the Mystic for me personally. Now, once again, Barbarian's Plunder. I mean, I can see this being a best in slot on the barb. In fact, I believe on my barb, I'm going to replace this whole weapon, and I'm going to get myself a heavy weapon in slot. I'm not even going to bother putting the frost damage on it now, because there's so much other frost going on, you don't even need it. So I'm going to get another secondary weapon that's heavy, replace the ice chip and controller chip with the Drakenlord's Soul, and then the Frostfire Remnants. So I was lucky enough to come across a 10 out of 10 Drakenlord's Soul just in those 24 maps. So that was pretty darn cool. I was really stoked to see that. As you see though, there's not a massive difference between a 10 and a lower quality. There's a 1 out of 10. They're both still 50% slow. The 1 out of 10 is 284,000 earth damage. The 10 out of 10 is 410,000 earth damage. So not really a deal breaker there. They're basically the same mod. The 10 out of 10 just does a tiny bit more damage, but that is completely negligible over the 10-second period that it takes that damage to pop. However, that will do it for now, so get on in to the DrakenFrost Keep and get yourself those new weapons and new mods. Thank you all once again for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. I will be back soon with more Dungeon Defenders 2. We'll see ya.